Hey guys, today I'll be showing you how to replace your OEM or factory radio in this Toyota Sienna. So we'll be replacing this radio here. So this is the radio we'll be replacing. So first thing is you're going to disconnect the negative on your battery, so do that first. Now we'll start removing the radio. So to do that, you need a panel removal tool. If you don't have any of this, flathead screwdriver works as well. So first thing you're going to do is I'm going to remove these two side pieces here and this top little cover here. So first thing we'll do is pick on either side, and at the bottom put in your panel removal tool and just pull up like that, and then go to the top piece just like that and move it to the side. So that's that. Same thing on this side here, on the passenger side. Start at the bottom and work your way to the top and do the exact same thing. So I'm not going to disconnect them because they're going to be out of my way. Last one is going to be this top piece here. So there's at top here, there's a line where you'll be able to see it. So go behind that line and go underneath and just pop there like that. Then work your way around the back, lift up from the back, and it goes from there. So this tab here is what hangs on to the back, so that's where you want to get, and then this goes to the front, so make sure you lift this way. So that's out. So now what we're going to do is remove 4 bolts that hold the radio itself. You don't have to worry about your vents or your climate controls. So it's 4 10 mils, so you're going to need a 10 mil socket here. So one is just by here. Alright, so now we got the 4 bolts out. So you're going to grab your radio and slide it out. We'll get to the connectors. So first we'll do the antenna, which is on the left side here. Then a couple of harnesses. Okay, so there's our old radio. Mine had 3 plugs. These 3 here. Disconnect all 3, and there's our antenna. Before heading inside to do the wiring harness and the dash kit, I gone and run my microphone here. Obviously it has built-in Bluetooth. So what I've done here is, instead of trying to run it up and above to the headliner, I'll be placing this one here up on the dash near the radio. So because we have this little cover here that goes on the top, I'm going to test this out. So without putting the radio back, I'll just put this in here, and if I put this here, snap it back into place, we have our little microphone that will sit right here. So there is I don't have to drill any holes or anything. It'll sit right there. I'll put some 3M tape on it, so the microphone will sit right here towards the driver. And that should work just fine. Alright, so now we got the radio out. I'm going to come and prepare the new radio along with the dash kit. So here is the radio. Here is its wiring harness here. I'll be using the sleeve. I've got the adapter harnesses, so these ones will plug into the vehicle, and then these I'll be wiring up along with the radio harness here. And I'll post the link in the description down below for these specific harnesses. We got the dash kit. The one I got is for a single DIN, which is this radio, but you can get a double DIN if you go that way. And again, I'll post the link down below for that for the dash kit. It does include some brackets and the manual for it, so makes it easier to understand what you need to do. But anyways, so this is the radio here, and so this one. Your smartphone becomes basically your screen, so this will allow for you to put in your smartphone here, and it'll clamp it down, and then it's connected through Bluetooth. It does have a USB input for charging on this side over here, and in other words, just get the app from Pioneer to be able to use this radio. So anyways, this is everything that you're going to need. Again, I'll post in the description down below the number for the Metra wire harnesses as well as the dash kit. And then what I'll be doing next is I'll be soldering all my wires So I'll show you how that works, but basically what you're going to do is, if you get yourself the adapter harness, they're going to be color coded. So all you're going to do is, for example, red, and then to the new radio, you're going to go to red, and that's your switch 12 volt. You're going to go yellow to yellow, those two there, and those are going to be your constant 12 volt. You got the black, which is your ground, orange is illumination, and then all your speaker wires are going to be your 2 sets of grays, your 2 sets of whites of this harness, your 2 purples, and your 2 greens. And you do the exact same thing. You're going to color a match from your adapter harness over to your new radio harness. Alright, so this is our harness now. It's all done and complete. This is the one that goes to the aftermarket radio, and these two will plug into the vehicle side. I like to solder and use heat shrink, but if you get a kit, some kits do include bad connectors. You can use those as well. They work just as well. No problems there. Otherwise, harness good to go. I won't be doing steering wheel controls or anything else, so this is the basic harness. That's all we need. So, alright, so now we got the radio harness all done. Let's move on to the dash kit. So most radios will include a sleeve. So you can, for this kit, also included some brackets, so I'll show you how to use those. But if you're going to use the sleeve, all you're going to do is slide it in from the front side. So, and once you have it slid in and all the way back, you're going to get a flathead screwdriver. And there's all these little tabs at the bottom and at the top. And what you're going to do is, with a flathead screwdriver, make sure this all the way back. Now go in and bend those tabs down. So there's 3 tabs here, 3 here, 1 in the middle. You can do them all, or select few if you want, and do the same thing for the top. What that's going to do is lock this cage into place, so you're not able to remove the radio easily. So once you have done that, then you're going to grab your radio and then slide it in, and that will lock it into place. And the way it locks it into place is these little tabs on the sides here. So you can slide those in, and this will lock it into the cage. The radio should include a couple of keys that you can, insert when the radio is in, to be able to slide it out if you need to access the radio for whatever reason. So that's one way of doing it. This kit included a couple of brackets that look like L-shaped brackets. And what you can do is similar idea. You're going to grab those brackets, set one on each side. They will look like this. And what you're going to do is, with the hardware included with the radio, you can grab and you can put a screw at the back and one at the front here, either at the middle here at the top. Maybe you do 3 screws, up to you, but do at least 2 of them, and that's how that bracket will go. Repeat the same thing on the other side. So you're going to do that and put in your screws, and it's going to work the exact same way. Once those brackets are mounted on, you're going to slide it in from the front, and that will lock it into place. These ones have the same idea. There's this little bracket here, or this little latch. Once you slide it in, this will go in and lock it into place. And same idea, if you need to remove the radio for whatever reason without having to remove the whole dash, you're going to just go in with a flathead screwdriver per se, and you're going to go in and just basically push this in and be able to slide the radio out. Alright, so now we got everything. I'm going to start putting the new radio in. Before I do that, I was just testing out and checking out the alignment of the new dash kit, which seems to be just fine. One thing to note is these lower brackets here, they sit on the inside, but they need to be pulled out just enough for them to line up with the bolts at the bottom there, but that's not a big deal. Everything else lines up properly. So anyways, I'll start putting the harnesses in, and we'll plug the radio in, connect the battery, and we'll test it out. Alright, so we got the dash dummy mounted here. I put the bolts in. I haven't tightened them up yet, just to make sure that it stays in place. So now I have my microphone here, it's like I showed you before, got the 3M at the bottom of it. So now let's grab the radio, actually the harnesses I should say. Go in here. And you're only going to need 2 of the harnesses out of the 3 that are here. You cannot get them wrong because they only connect one way for each. So we'll start with this one here. And our main harness. So there's our two harnesses. Don't have to worry about the third one. So now we'll just push this in here for now. Also done in wired up or zip tie my big wireless here for the microphone. And we'll make sure we have access to that because we need to plug it into the back of the radio. So we get everything here, everything's plugged in. So what I'm gonna do is we'll plug in the radio. This goes to the back of the radio here, which is this way. And then we'll plug in our microphone, so we make sure we don't forget that. And all we're gonna do is slide this in here. We're not going to lock it into place. We'll just leave it right there. I'm gonna plug in the battery. Make sure that this power's on. Give it a test before we start, bolting things down and putting things in. All right, I got my negative back on. So now we'll test the radio out. The key in, just turn it to ignition. And there's the radio powering on. And then control volume's down. There's the there's picking up a station. There's another station. Okay, we know that's working. You hear the beeping. So there, we know it powers on and powers off with the key off, so we know that's everything's working. Alright, so we're all done. So there's the new radio installed. So I'll show you the microphone there. 3M tape to the top of the dash there, so it's not going to go anywhere. I did test out making a phone call. Comes out nice and clear, so no issues there. And then there's the unit itself. Like I said, this unit uses your smartphone screen as your main screen. It's a nice little device. Actually, it's quite nice. So everything's working. Tested all the speakers. Everything's working as it should. I'll put in the description down below the part number for the dash kit, the wiring harness, and I'll include the information on this radio if you're interested in getting one. Otherwise, you're good to go, and that's how you install or upgrade your radio in this Toyota Sienna. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. Thanks for watching.